Wait a minute. Does this look right? I thought we should go left, and we went right.
Is it possible to drive from Poland all the way to India?
I don't remember any mountains.
I think we made a wrong turn.
You gotta be kidding.
I think we're in India.
Don't be afraid.
Dating. Exciting.
If you're not happy by yourself, you're not going to be happy with anybody else.
People, well, it's puppy love, but if you're a puppy, man, you feel it.
I love you.
See her? She's mine. Watch me.
Hey, my boyfriend's in my life, and that's just the way it's supposed to be, okay?
If that's how it's supposed to be, then I'm a loser.
I've never had a girlfriend.
I don't have a boyfriend.
If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it all the way.
Man, I love my girlfriend, man. She's my everything, man.
Boyfriends, girlfriends, dating, it's a big deal these days.
It's a major stress, too. If you're dating, you're stressed.
If you're not dating, you're stressed.
Where's the balance?
Lori talks to a lot of teenagers about dating. It's a big, confusing issue.
The media and all the things that we see around us just foster that involvement, that we see people falling in love and we see what this union is supposed to be or what it could be, and we almost go after that as we would God, because that sort of embodies what we all want, the desire to love.
Forget the media. That's what high school's all about.
At least that's what everybody else thinks.
Rick spends a lot of time with teenagers, and the issue of dating comes up a lot.
There's a time when that's the right thing to do. Spend your life with a lady or with a man. But I think for a high school kid, again, one of the keys is balance. And what your friends are saying is that they see that you're out of balance. And so for a high school kid to invest entirely in any person, what they're really doing is giving them a formula, most probably, for some kind of heartache in the future.
Dating and love go together.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Girls.
Yeah, I like it.
It's like something to do, but then it could also cause you problems.
Dating? It's cool.
Joey!
Joey and Elena have been dating for almost a year now.
When they met, Elena was a cheerleader in her senior year.
Joey was a pretty rad volleyball player.
You might think, wow, they have it all. No problem for them.
But they had a lot of lessons to learn. Lesson number 1 was balance.
At our age, it's just like everyone says, oh, you're too young to know what love is, but when are you old enough to know?
Yeah, I feel that's untrue, but still, I think it can be dangerous.
It's just a different kind of love. You know, it's like as much as you can capably love someone at your age, but to you, it's still love, you know? But now, it's just like in my old relationship, it was like, I mean, I thought I loved him, I guess, but I never really felt the same way, you know? What? Stop!
What's with all this keep your distance stuff?
Are you afraid I'm gonna run away and get married?
See, puppy love is real to puppies. And so people, well, it's puppy love. But if you're a puppy, man, you feel it. You feel it really hard. And I think you can talk to many adults who, you know, they still remember significant relationships they had in high school. I don't think it's, I think people say that underestimate the emotions of a 16-year-old.
Oh, great. I've never had a boyfriend in my life.
Hey, man, I never had a girlfriend. I'm a senior. That's not incredible, man.
Yeah, welcome to the Losers Hall of Fame.
You're fine. You know, there's plenty guys who don't, don't date when they're 16, 17, 18 sometimes. You know, there's different kinds of timetables, and you're not off. In fact, you have a lot of opportunities to invest in things that are going to make you far more interesting to girls later on.
Karen wasn't allowed to date until she was 16, and then no one was there. Now she tells other teens it's okay to wait.
Why are you in such a hurry to date? And this sounds like a cliche, but you're young, you have your whole life ahead of you, and when a person tells you that, it sounds like, I don't want to hear that, but it's true. And the older you get, the more you realize that dating isn't that big of a deal. There are other things that you can concern yourself with, like your school.
Puppy love or not, Miguel was in love.
And he'll be the first to tell you he was too much in love.
I spent a lot of time with her. I spent basically all my waking hours with her, basically. Just every day, just going down there to her house and hanging out with her and going to the beach, and she'd come with me surfing and stuff. And we just basically hung out by ourselves. We didn't hang out with other people. We just spent too much time. We were really depending on each other to bring us through, and we were just spending way too much time with each other. We weren't spending time with friends.
Maybe your friend is spending too much time with that girl to the point where he's neglected other relationships, other interests, other things in his life that maybe he should be nurturing at this age. You know, chances are your friend is not ready for marriage, and so for him to spend all of his time with his girlfriend is pouring his life into sort of one area of his life.
Dating, that's a good subject. There's a lot of confusion and stuff.
Yeah, I think teenagers have a totally different viewpoint than what adults and parents have.
It's just a kind of another stress along with everything else because I have so much to do.
Dating is very, very confusing. Guys are very confusing.
Okay.
They say we're confusing.
Because you get to be with girls, man.
Nice to do once in a while.
You just have to keep your distance, in a way, and not get so emotionally attached to where it's your life.
Yeah,
you just have to create other things to do.
I mean, limit your time spent with them every day.
I got mad at her, and we got into an argument, and it got, pretty bad. And she just goes, "That's it. It's over. It's no more. I can't take it anymore." I was just really stressed, and I need this girl. I can't live without this girl. There's just no way.
So Miguel wanted to end his life, and he was serious.
There's so much pain from the breakup and from other things that happened in my life. It was just hurting so much that I just wanted it to end. I basically don't remember a lot of what happened. I seriously wanted to die. I just cut my wrist in 3 places. The major one here and 2 small ones. I think, yeah, we went way too far, actually. It was, it turned into a real, a pretty sexual relationship. I don't know if it was just, full overblown, but, we did have sex, and I think that could have ruined it a little bit, and, well, of course it ruined it.
Unfortunately, today, it's very difficult to have even a friendship with a member of the opposite sex without dealing with the sex thing. That is just so prevalent today, and you're watching it on television, you're watching it in the movies, you see it in your friends around you. You wonder if you're okay, if you're normal, because you're not participating in that, or you think you might want to, but you probably shouldn't, or whatever you feel about it, it's an issue that you're going to have to deal with. And I think the more defined you are as far as what your standards are sexually before you get into a relationship, the more secure you'll be in that relationship and the better relationship it will be.
Joey and Elena don't have sex, and they don't plan on having sex until and if they get married.
It's hard not to get into it sometimes, and it just seems that once you've hit this, you know, you go so far, but then, and you stop yourself, and it's kind of hard not to go at least that far the next time, so you have to really, really backtrack, you know, and that's
what you have to
hard.
do is you have to set a limit for yourselves in physicalness.
It takes a little self-control to not say, well, I'm just going to throw myself fully into this. Hold back. It also, by the way, just in my opinion, tends to make the relationship last longer. If you really dig the chick, then you know, don't just burn it out by just going full bore.
You might get involved with a certain kind of person that you really don't get along with, but you think you have to deal with a lot of the things that go on because that's your boyfriend or your girlfriend. And you don't realize that there's somebody else out there that may get along really well with you because you guys have a lot in common. But you won't allow yourself to find that out because you're involved with somebody else.
I was an alcoholic without the bottle. She was my bottle.
Well, you definitely have to keep friends, your old friends, and you have to plan nights with them.
Yeah,
just go and hang out with them and have a good time.
I wouldn't put all my emotional eggs in one basket.
It's not worth it. A girl isn't worth it. There's nothing in this world that's worth it to, you know, take your life over.
Don't make trouble for yourself in the name of somebody that you're dating, because if that person is allowing you or asking you to do that, they're not looking out for your best interest.
For girls especially, don't let him manipulate you, because there's plenty of ways.
There's different kinds of timetables, and you're not off. In fact, you have a lot of opportunities to invest in things that are going to make you far more interesting to girls later on. A lot of guys don't realize that the things that make guys interesting to girls in high school aren't necessarily the same things that make them interesting to girls when the guy is 25 and the girls are older. So you might find things change dramatically for you in a few years by investing in other stuff. So I wouldn't sweat it.
You have to create time for yourselves, for your friends. You have to set limits for your physical side. You're leaving something for the path down the road, you know, just something is there towards the end for you guys. If you get into having sex and spending all of your time together, I feel that without marriage, it's just going to wear itself out.
Set your limits.
Even if you're not dating right now, decide how far is too far.
Both physically and emotionally.
You're way too young to mess yourself up over a boyfriend or a girlfriend.
TV and movies all tell us, be in love, have sex, it's everything.
Don't believe it. You could end up like Miguel, left in the cold with a razor blade in your hand.
Take control of your life.
Enjoy whether you're dating or not. Don't stress.
And make smart choices.